I've got a cautionary tale to tell. Some years ago, when I was a very young man, I mean adult, but young, I met a young girl. I think she was 14, 15 at the time, running the streets like people did. In the 70s, that's when it was. Wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, it was a pretty liberal environment. We were all young. I take it I never was into drugs. Never took it myself. I puffed pot a couple of times, but that's it. Even alcohol, drinking, I'll have a beer now and again. More often a glass of wine, but that's occasional. I got a bottle of wine that's been in the refrigerator for a year and a half, if not more. Okay, so it's just something that's never been part of my own life. But this little girl ran the streets and so forth. I put her in the cold. I could ride her around, try to talk to her about because her parents' situation with family wasn't too well. And I wasn't much older than her. I think 5 years. I was an adult. She was a kid. Move away, California. Came back to visit one year, and I bump into her, and she's married with kids, but contemplating a divorce. Things aren't going well with the marriage. Okay, so she's contemplating divorce. Eventually, I come back home from California. And she's divorced. Has 2 kids, 2 little girls. Cute as buttons. I think they're 5 and 6. The cutest buttons. So what do? We start dating. Oddly enough. We date and break up, but nothing serious over the years. But during that time, her mother would have these, when I wasn't seeing her, she'd have these she was into the drugs, sometimes cocaine, stuff hard. And she'd have these real morons by the house. She had people in her life that weren't good for the kids. The kids were exposed to them. Anyhow, the 2 daughters, one hated me, the other one, we just had a bond. She was big smile, ginger. She'd light up a room when she'd come into a room. Nobody ever didn't like her. Never didn't like her. Everybody loved her. She just lit up a room. She was a funny person. She was the one to make everybody laugh. Enjoyed life. But yet she got on to the drugs, the heroin. She was on for a while, off and on, fighting it, but not really fighting it. I gave her, my church has a program, a house that they bought, and they put women in it to try to get them off the drugs, off the heroin, wherever else they're on. So I gave her the number, finally was able to get someone to get the number. Call. Your mom can take care of your son. She had a son by this time. She was gone through her own divorce. And get yourself clean. Heroin, particularly women, these people believe that women and men are the same. There's so many differences. It's obvious. But one of them is that when it comes to heroin addiction, it really kills women. Really kills. It's like every time she's doing it, you're rolling a dice. It's like Russian roulette, when that bullet's going to go off. And while it kills men, it might be 1 bullet for men. I think there's maybe 2 or 3, maybe 2 bullets for a woman. She and I was like her dad. She called me her father. Because her and her father didn't have much, and she called me her dad. We stayed in contact. Last time I seen her was last year. I bought a gift for her son, Christmas. Hugged her, looked at her. I could tell that maybe she was still maybe into stuff. There are physiological, I mean, it's not a healthy practice. And you can tell people's bodies are breaking down or struggling or stressed when you're on this stuff, particularly with women. She's hugged her, we talked. She had a new job, got a new car. Was just going through her life like you do, making progress. She never called these people to try to get. She'd call me and tell me she was fighting this. She'd be upset when she get into that mood when she wanted to quit. Some other time, look at Facebook and look at her picture, you can tell she was just, because it just brings you right down like gravity. You can tell. Well, I got the bad call yesterday. Her sister called me. She had OD'd. She was in a hospital. And they took her off life support. She was brain dead. I don't know. I don't think she was shooting it. Because she was always got a plump side, kind of. But I'm no expert. As I say, I don't do drugs. But I don't think she was shooting it. She told me she wasn't shooting it. So she was either snorting it or maybe smoking it. What they call chasing the dragon. Going east, I think, or west. The sun's gonna be in my eyes. No, it's not. But anyway. Anyways, long story short. Long story short. My girl's gone. Like me, it's like hits. You lose people over the years, and they're like hits. Not Mike Tyson hits that's over, but it's like Muhammad Ali when he was fighting, I think Sonny Liston, and he just kept hitting the guy and saying, "What's my name?" He beat the tar out of the guy, but never knocked him out. Just punished him, and that's how life seems to be now. My little girl's gone. Blindsided. Young girl. And it's never people that are jerks. They're just making people miserable. Nothing happens to them. It's the sweethearts of this world. Sweethearts. Anybody I know, there aren't too many people been listening to my post, but I gotta tell you, somebody even vaguely, first of all, if they're using it, stay away from them. And if they even vaguely, even at the slightest indication that they want you to try it, treat that as if they had done the worst slight that a person can do to you. Treat that as if they had put a gun to your head or they had tried to harm you in some very direct way. Because it is. It is. But you got to treat it that way. You got to feel that it's that way. You should treat it that way. My life is not diminished. The fact that I hardly ever drink and don't smoke pot. My life isn't worse for it. Alright? It isn't like I'm missing out on. Well, if only I, smoked pot, smoked heroin or something, tried it. My life isn't worse for it. When I die, I haven't missed out on anything, and neither will you. Neither will you. It's out there, and Jiminy, you can see the people that are doing it. I mean, it's like, you see someone that's doing it and things look great with them. It doesn't. I was on a trip. I was up in North New York State, in some little town. Nice little quaint town. Looked nice. Everything looked kind of copacetic. And And this woman walked around the corner. You could tell she was on the streets or doing drugs. You could tell. Probably prostituting herself to get the money. She was really strung out. You could tell. And I thought, if only you have that computer program, that tells you what you look like when you get older. This is what you're gonna look like when you're 50 or 60. They ought to have an app that takes your picture and shows what you look like, what you will look like when you've been taking crank, methamphetamines, heroin, these drugs. What you will look like 5 to 10 years. Especially for women, you make a big thing, you women, about your bodies. Even if you're loose in the street, you still don't want laying with everybody or anybody. Believe me, you lay with anybody who will get you your connection. Either give you the money, prostitute it for you, or get you the dope. In every act. Anal, whatever. You will do all those things. You will debase yourself. Doing it for, having, even if you're doing a threesome, 3 guys on you and 1 pulling a train. If you're doing it because that's what you want to do, that's one thing. But when you're doing it because you're so strung out on drugs that now nothing matters. Nothing is too low to go. If someone told you, I have a packet of heroin for you, and the only way you can get this packet of heroin, I want to videotape you having sex with a dog. They might say no first, but once you get high, do it. You're going to say, what the heck? And I'll give you another packet later. Believe me, these people will do it. That movie, Less Than Zero, I think it is, with Downey Jr. He's supposed to be on crack. You're straight, but you're giving head to guys to get the crack. You'll debase yourself. You'll do anything for this drug. I've seen it in the street. I've seen it. I've seen what it can do to people. And I know these things are true. If they want to walk up to you, some degenerate, and says, I'll give you this if you, here's an 8-ball. I'm going to take you out. There's a party. And you're to do everybody. And he's prostituting. He's making money on you. He gives you an 8-ball, some coke. You both doing the lines. Coke's a bit different because coke's an aphrodisiac. So, maybe the women enjoy it. I think that happened with her mother. Oh my gosh, she doesn't think I know all this stuff. We live in a small town at the time, and you can't hide anything. Dudes pick up the girl, takes her out to the truck stop or to her apartment or hotel, gives her an 8-ball or 2 and has a party, and then all these dudes just do what they want to her all night. All of them. This stuff goes on. He's having a party. He's charging the men to come over to get food, maybe cards, whatever else they're doing, and these are the women entertainment. Do not want to debase yourself and get yourself into this situation. You do not. Beautiful women that look like hags later on. I've seen it all. Seen it all. You do not, anyone offers you or thinks about anything to do with it. Even marijuana. You can argue that's safe, but you gotta watch people. I knew a dude, or we heard of a dude that was a real pretty black girl, and she just liked to smoke pot. So what did they do? They put just a little bit of crack in her pot, in her joint. It was a joint, whether it was a blunt or maybe it was a blunt, I don't know. But they put a little bit in. And each time they put a little bit in. It wasn't very many times when she was hooked on crack. Unbeknownst to her. And she's very pretty. So now they got her. Everybody's having sex with her. Then they put her on the street. Very pretty. Then they put her on the street. You know, I think someone beat the crap out of the guy, or whatever, how it happened to him when people found out who he was, or the brothers found, you know, she had brothers' family. I don't know what happened to that guy. You gotta know, this stuff is powerful, and it changes you. Your life is never gonna be the same. The juice, as LFA says, the juice is not worth the squeeze. Right? The juice is not worth the squeeze. Whatever high, whatever experience you think you're gonna get, it's not worth it. I can tell you one thing, everybody will tell you this, you can look at YouTube. If it is a good experience, you have it the first time, that experience. You can't have it again. Right? Whatever good experience is supposed to be, you can't have it again. Once you have it, oh, you get high and stuff, but you never have it to the level that you had it the first time. And you're chasing that. I think that's what they call it when you smoke heroin, they call it chasing the dragon. Chasing something that's elusive, and now you're addict, and you're just taking more and more and more, trying to get to that experience you did the first or second, maybe third time. Usually the first time, and it's over. Everyone I knew I've talked to that does it, it's never the same. They can get high and stuff, but it's never like it was the first time. It's a lie. It's lying to you. It's Satan lying to you. Juice ain't worth the squeeze. I'm telling you. And you can look around, you don't see anybody. I don't know, that's the part that's dumb. I don't see anybody that does that stuff that looks like their life is together. Why would you want to follow those footprints? Why? You know, hair all over your head, you don't crack. You've been up 3-4 days, your clothes are destroyed, you stink because you haven't taken a bath, and also cracks like speed, so you're hyper, and you're sweaty, and you stink, and you're doing this. Plus, especially for a woman, a dude you got to steal, but especially for a woman, you're there's the only way you can get it, really. Especially if you're somewhat attractive. How many blowjobs have you gave, whatever, and it doesn't matter. Swallow, you do everything that you wouldn't have done. If a bunch of guys want to sit around and get you high in a hotel room and let you stay high, and they want to pee on you and debase you any way they want, you will do that happily. You'll go home, maybe in the back of your mind, but it doesn't. It's in the back of your mind. And as soon as you want to do it again, you go. If you were on this stuff, crack or heroin, you would go to that guy and say, remember what we did? Are you ready for another party? Because I can do that. This stuff goes on. This stuff goes on. Are you ready for another party? You would volunteer. You would come to find him out. You know, what are you doing? That party we did. You want to do it again? You have any more stuff for me? We had fun. Did you have fun? Don't do it. Juice ain't worth the squeeze. I'm telling you.